mean, I hear this, a culture of care, and not just care for the external, the client, care for each other, right? And not care enough to say, hey, let's just pause because something isn't right now. And let's get focused back in on what matters most. And then, but that's just caring for each other. That's family, right? That's really, really, that's really beautiful. So awesome.
And I've learned a lot of that through Keller Williams too, with their culture. Their huge culture there at Keller Williams, and it's like a big family. And I feel like I can go into the office and there's agents that are new, there's agents that are, been there 20 years, and they're all willing to give and pour into you. And it's not, I don't want to talk to them about this because they're going to take my business. No, it's like, how can I help you? What can I do? And I've learned that culture, and then that's what I want to pass along to my team too.
Yeah, we've learned in the world that we live in, similar to yours, that that it's better to have an open playbook and to share, right? Than because the scarcity mentality of, I'm going to keep this really close, kind of just ends up isolating you. And the other thing is that with an open playbook and you share, it's not like somebody's going to steal anything. They're taking an idea that works for them and they use it. They may not use everything, or they might use everything, but they're still not going to do it the same way you do it. Right. And the techniques are proven. They work. So it's like
systems and models.
Yeah, just do the systems and plug in, and then approach it the way that you want to approach it, but don't mess with the system. Yeah.
Right. And kind of going off of that, Mike, I think like you mentioned systems and models, and sharing kind of like different systems and models. What does that look like on maybe a day-to-day? Like how does your business run for the person listening that is kind of struggling? They're lacking in those areas. How would you encourage them?
So when I go talk to the Ignite students at Keller Williams, which are the people, even if they've been with another brokerage, that they're coming in, and it's a training program that they go through. Many times I will stop in and talk to them. And what I tell them is the same thing I've learned is put yourself on the calendar first.
Okay.
And your family.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, real estate is 24/7.
Yeah.
And it'll just run your life. So always put yourself and your family, date nights, family nights, whatever it may be, take that time, put it on the calendar. So time blocking is huge. And then from there, setting boundaries. Whenever people call you, you would think if you call a doctor's office, are they going to say, oh, come right now, come right now, come right now? Let's hurry up and go, see what your sore throat is, No, they're going to tell you, I have an appointment at 4:00 today or at 2:00 tomorrow. Which one's best?
Yeah.
So they're going to give you opportunity. So I know in the beginning I was very hungry, and even though now too, I'm like very hungry, but it's like a step back, take a breath. Look at your calendar. Is it going to interfere with something? Are you bumping your family out of something, to make that appointment? Can you show them after or before or the next day? How urgent is it? I know during COVID, if you didn't see it within 6 minutes, you didn't have, you didn't have an offer in. But there are exceptions, always to the rule, but just setting your boundaries would be one of my very top thing. Another is huge is just communication, making sure that you communicate, one to your family, and then making sure that you're communicating to your clients and everybody on your team and around, so that, there's expectations set and what you're doing.